Hi guys, this is Angel from PRDV Entertainment. I'll be teaching you guys how to work with the Unreal Engine by steps. Now talking by steps, I'm talking like every tutorial is going to be only for one function only showing you guys to do one thing. Now I'm doing this because a lot of people are asking me to do this because they don't want long tutorials. They want to see only what they want. They want specific stuff like how to create a map, how to insert objects, how to work with the objects, how to insert guns, vehicles, how you can spawn in the game when you start the game with a gun in your hand, because a lot of people are having trouble with that. That when they try to play the game, they spawn in the game and there's no enemy, there's no gun, there's nothing on the view, only the map. Now I'm gonna be teaching you guys step by step in each tutorial. Now in this tutorial, it's gonna be really quick. This tutorial is about the interface, the things that we're going to be using with the objects, so you can change it around, you can scale the objects, rotate it, and all those kinds of stuff. We're going to be working with the brushes. The brushes are the objects that you will be using on the engine, on your game, on your map. Now we also going to be playing with the CSG to add the CSG to the object, so you later on you can add textures from the content browser that we'll be using too on this engine. Now first of all, let's start a new map. So choose blank map. There we go. You will have this black and dark map with blue lines on it, and you will have a little box with red lines on it. Now that's a cube. Now first of all, on the top of your window, we have the selection mode, the translation mode, the rotation mode, and the scaling mode. Now we'll be working only with these four tools on the top of this window here, and the content browser that is over here is a black icon on it. Now the left panel, you have the brushes, you have cube, you have the cone, you have the cylinder, you have a sheet, you have the sphere, and all the kinds of stuff that you have for brushes. Now with this you will be creating your objects, like maybe floors, walls, stairs, things like that. And we have a little bit to the bottom, we have the CSG, so you can add your textures later on. Now first of all, let's right click on the cube and let's choose 500 for the X. For the Y, let's choose 500, and let's leave the Z on 256 and the wall thickness on 16. Now create and build and close, and as you can see here, we have the cube with the red lines on it. It's a little bit bigger. Now we need to add the CSG, so later you can add the textures. Now you can do that by clicking on the CSG add, or you can press your Control key plus A, and you will get something like this with blue and gray boxes. So now you know you have a cube that you can add textures to it. To add textures to this cube, go to the top of your window and choose open the content browser, or you can press your Ctrl plus Shift plus F, and you will get your content browser. From here you will add the textures that you want to. I'm gonna add these ones only, just playing around with the textures. This one, let me add, no, this one here. There we go. Now as you can see, you can add different textures for every side that you have. I can also add texture to the bottom of it from the outside. There we go. Well, that's the thing that nobody's gonna be looking at, so only if you're creating, I don't know, maybe different floors on a building or something like that. So now you guys know how to create a cube and how to add the CSG on it using your keys on your keyboard or using your mouse, and you know how to add textures with the content browser. On the content browser, you can find all textures and materials that you can use to add to your objects. You also can find here trees, rocks, buildings, other objects that you may use on your game. Now let's work with the tools that we have on the top. This is called the selection mode, translation mode, rotation mode, and the scaling mode. Now let's use the translation mode so we can take this cube and take it to the right a little bit. There we go. So now you know how you can use the translation mode. The translation mode will be useful to get your object to move left, right, back, back and forth, or up and down. Now, if you want to rotate that brush, that cube, whatever object you have, just choose rotation mode. After choosing rotation mode, just click on this line over here on the bottom, and you will be rotating your object. Now, if you want to scale that, you want to make the cube bigger or smaller, choose the scaling mode, and from here you can make it bigger or smaller. Now let's add some CSG. Oh, my bad. I forgot to click this. There we go. CSG. And now translation mode. I'm going to pull it to the side. And I'm going to choose it. I'm going to click on it. And use scaling mode because I want to make it bigger. There we go. And Ctrl plus A for the CSG. Now choosing the translation mode here. Let's click off. There we go. So we have, okay, my bad, I just created a bit box inside the other one. Anyway, now you can add textures, the same thing as the first ones. There you go. So now you guys learn how to create objects. And let's make a cylinder here. Build, there we go. Translation mode, so we can take it to the side. Let's make a bigger. There we go. Now CSG. Now I want to add a texture, a floor. Maybe, yeah, maybe you can use a floor here. There we go. So let's move this out of here. So now you can see the floor and everything. Now you guys know how to work with the objects. You guys know how to work with the CSG, how to add the CSG. You know where you can find your materials or textures to add to your objects, and other kinds of stuff like trees, buildings, and rocks and things like that. You know how to use the translation mode, rotation mode, and the scaling mode is very important here. It's always been you will always be using all those modes to play around with all the things that you have on your map. Now this is Angel from PRDV Entertainment. Hit the like button, write a comment, don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you guys on the second tutorial. I'll be talking about how to add the player start, how to play with the properties of the player start, and how to play with the properties of the world properties, so you can spawn with a gun when you start the game. This is Angel, guys. Bye.